Prices on some major grains may be heading lower right here at home, and that's because just today, the government reported a bumper crop of corn, soybeans, and wheat. With so much product coming out of U.S. farms, prices on those major crops all drifted lower in trading today. So, will record-setting crop yields translate into lower prices for you at the grocery store? Jane Wells reports.
Everyone knew it was going to be a record crop this year after a summer of near-perfect weather in the Midwest. But the government now predicts even more corn and soybeans than expected. A lot more.
Boy, oh boy, when you kind of take this report over to the side of the road and look under the hood, those the bean pod counts and the ear counts on corn and beans really kind of make you think what the old traders say down here. Big crops get bigger.
Farmers are now expected to produce almost 14.5 billion bushels of corn, a record, and nearly 4 billion bushels of soybeans, another record. Corn, which peaked at $8 a bushel 2 years ago, is now under $3.50. Soybeans are now under $9.80, and trader Scott Shellady thinks they could fall into the sevens. Even wheat fell as the government reported global supplies rising faster than demand. Even so, these lower prices haven't really made their way to the grocery store yet to consumers, which is kind of funny because these commodities have been falling for most of the year. And Scott Shellady says that's something to watch. They're actually what he calls the canary in the coal mine, that if this downward trend continues for the next few months.
But this is going to play into the bigger picture, and mark my words, we're not going to be talking about inflation. We're going to be talking about deflation and what we can do to stimulate the economy.
Most of the corn and soybean grown in this country goes into feeding livestock, so at some point meat prices should fall. They haven't really done that yet. The government said beef production is down and more beef will be imported because high steak prices haven't scared off consumers. But there's plenty of poultry, and even turkey production is a little higher than before. Good news if it means that Thanksgiving drumstick won't cost an arm and a leg. For Nightly Business Report, Jane Wells, Los Angeles.